Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Classic Tycoon here, and we are back with some Planet Coaster for the first time in a very long time. So I'm just going to kind of continue my series of the career mode. The last career mode that I recorded was Night Encounters. So that puts us up to Shops and Drops. Now, that does skip one career. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the Golem or something like that, because I completed that a long time ago. I think
Dear. You see, this is what happens when you don't run the retail side of the operation correctly. It undermines the whole park.
Yeah. Why are there so many empty units? It's not like the rest of retail where they can blame the internet. Trust me, I've tried ordering a pizza online from a coaster and it did not end well.
And speaking of rides, the guests can hardly buy stuff while they're stuck in a massive queue.
Shorter queues? More places to eat? Ugh, this is weird. I think I actually agree with you.
Okay, sorry, I was talking over the game there for a second. But yeah, I think I skipped over one career mode. I believe I completed it on camera a long time ago. But I've lost the footage since. So I might have to redo that one. If you would like me to redo that one, let me know. But for now, I'm going to jump into Shops and Drops. So looks like we've got 3 stars here. All of them have to do with just reaching a monthly profit from shops, facilities, and hotels. So, you know, we need to get starting with the easy goal, 2,000 a month. Medium is 4,000 a month, and hard is 6,000. From what I've seen in the past, it seems like these goals, it's hardest to get. Sometimes it's hardest to get the easy goal. And then once you get that easy goal, it just starts rolling. And then eventually it just kind of compounds and you get guests coming in, and after that it's easier. So let's see what we've got for shops right now. It looks like we've got a toilet block. We've got 2 different Chief Beef buildings here. So here's the first one. Hilario is running that. And so that one's open. We've got no real stats on monthly income. Obviously, the park's just started, so we're not really going to be seeing any profit from any of these right off the bat. But all I see is 2 Chief Beef, so there's no real point to having 2 of those. And then we don't have any drink stalls, as far as I can tell. So we got 2 burger joints, Chief Beefs. We got this one, Chief Beef 123, serving the Chief Burger XL for $12 and the Chief Burger for $8. And then this is Chief Beef 124. So we're just going to get rid of that one. No point to having that there. At the beginning of the episode, they mentioned that there are some like pre-built structures that we can take advantage of. By the way, I'm just looking at the ticket prices of this Looper 24. That looks fine to me. We'll leave that for now. And honestly, it seems like the park is actually profitable at the moment, so it's nice to have that ride going. I don't see any reason for now to change the price on that, so we'll just leave it going the way that it is. Let's check out our park situation. So the finances, yeah, you can see we're making some good profit on our rides and tickets. The shops and facilities and the park management obviously are depleting our money at the moment. But the ride tickets were making up for that. So I think the first thing that we'll do is probably build a drink stall, since there, from what I could tell, there were no drink stalls. So we'll jump in here and see what we've got for drink stalls. Now you're going to have to forgive me. I'm kind of relearning how to navigate these menus with the controller. But there's our drinks. So why don't we go for this soda stall. $200, and we'll just throw it into this pre-built building here. And it looks like that works. Doesn't look like we're having any problems there. And it's open. And we've got a bunch of drinks for sale. So we'll leave prices where they are for now. If we feel like we need to increase prices in the future, and if that's something that we feel like we can do, then we'll go ahead and do it. But for now, we'll just leave the regular prices. Now I'm thinking for this other stall, we'll just put in like a souvenir stand of some sort. So let's see what else we've got in our shops. So for gift shops, it looks like we've only got this Hat's Fantastic. So we're just going to go with that. That's all we got for now, so let's throw it in. Guess probably aren't going to be interested in this stuff for a little while. But that's alright, we'll just leave it there at the start. If it makes some money, great. If it doesn't, you know, we're going to start attracting more guests into the park. Right now we've got 283, 282, kind of steadily going down, honestly, with our guest numbers. But we'll leave those be for now. Let's take a look at our park entrance. I just want to see if we're charging. Looks like we are not. That's fine. I'm going to leave that for now. The goal is not necessarily to make money off of tickets to the park. It's to make it off of shops. And if free entry to the park brings in more guests and we're still able to make money off of the rides, that's totally fine by me. Okay, let's get a gentle ride going here. Let's take a look at this Rocktopus. See if we can fit it in somewhere around here. So we're obstructed in this area. And at first I can't really tell why. But as I zoom in here, I see that we are on the edge of the park right now. Sometimes I can be a little bit blind. It can be a little bit hard for me to tell those park lines, especially from a distance. But we'll get this opened up. Just checking out this. It looks like there's a staff building kind of hidden in the corner here. That's totally fine. We're going to need those anyways to make sure that our staff is able to refresh and go back to work okay. Looks like we are getting some customers. We'll see if that turns into profit at all. And then we need to get this ride opened. And again, we'll just leave the regular ticketed price for now. I kind of forgot if there's any special tricks to how you should be pricing your rides. You know, in Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's pretty straightforward. I usually just match the ride price to the excitement rating. But in this game, it seems like you could charge a lot more than what the excitement ratings of the rides are. Alright, so still steadily losing money. But it is still just the first month, so we'll check back on that regularly. Lots of people flocking to this ride. I'm hoping that guests will get hungry and thirsty as well as happier as they get off the rides, and that might funnel them into the hat stand right at the exit there. And maybe they'll start buying some hats. Still losing money at the Chief Beef, at least as far as last month's profits go. But that's to be expected. We're just getting started here. Guest numbers are starting to go up, 311. We were hovering around 280-ish, I think, before, so that's good. New ride, bringing in guests. And then I don't know if this right here is supposed to be anything. We might make use of that in the future. We'll see. Okay, so let's kind of check out what we're working with here as far as land space goes. So here's our border line. It's kind of hard, at least it's hard for me to see. I'm pretty colorblind. So sometimes these colors all blend together for me. We'll follow this along. So, okay, there's our corner. It's so much easier when there's that little fence in Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know? But I guess this is fine. Okay, so we've got this nice big area over here. But the thing is it kind of cuts off at weird spots. Like, I feel like it should be just a little bit wider. So you can make more use of the flat space, but I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Looks like we've got a log flume here and the snare. So it might be fun to start building a custom ride, either the roller coaster or the log flume. We'll check them out, see what they kind of look like here. Alright, so why don't we make use of a little bit of this space over here. We'll start building a custom ride. We do have this nice little ravine. It's got some water flowing through it. Could be a cool spot to dive some roller coasters. Or it might be a good spot for a nice drop with the log flume. Finances seem to be doing okay. We're not losing too much money. Still, rides are bringing in a decent amount of money, kind of evening out our construction costs for now. I did want to take a look at the loans, just in case we need them. But we'll leave them alone for now. If we feel like we'll need it, then we'll just take out a loan. It's not too big of a deal. Alright, let's see what we got here. So here's the log flume, and here's the roller coaster that we have access to. This is called the snare. That's a pre-built one. I just kind of wanted to take a look at it, see what it looks like. It's pretty cool. This one costs about $6,000. You know, I like to make them a little bit bigger, so I feel like we don't have quite the money to build a custom one that we'd want to. Let's take a look at the Log Flume, and we'll also take a look at the custom one that's pre-made right here. So this one costs around $5,000. But I'm going to custom build a Log Flume. As far as where to build it, I think it would be cool to make use of this water ravine. So why don't we start building the Log Flume over in this area, and I'm thinking we'll do a drop, just one big drop down into the ravine, kind of into that, in between the cliffs, over the top of the river. It is kind of cool with this Log Flume that you can actually slightly angle the ride as it's dropping. Now I was going to maybe go into this lake, but we actually end up hitting the edge of the park right there, which is unfortunate. This is a very small park. This is a little bit odd, going straight through this platform. Now here at the end, I do have some trouble trying to get this thing finished. The Log Flume's a little bit trickier as far as like the options on the lengths of the track that you can do. Compared to the roller coasters, I feel like the roller coasters are much more customizable than the Log Flume. So you can see the idea that I have here. I literally just want to have one nice drop down into the ravine, turn the track around, and have it go straight back up and finish the ride. So that's the idea. We just got to get all the pieces to work together. And again here, the ride just does not quite want to line up. And I feel like it's a little bit trickier in this game to get the end of the rides to line up properly. Just because you can manipulate lengths of track so much more than you can in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Right here I'm close, but obviously we can't do this janky little S-curve. So what I end up deciding to do here is I just need to kind of build backwards a little bit. Delete a little bit of that station platform. Try to just get things to line up. I think moving the station platform is going to make things a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and do that. And there's an example of like just manipulating the lengths of the track. Even here, it gets a little weird. So a lot of times you have to use the game's autocomplete feature, but it was just really working against me right there. I had a much harder time than I feel like I should have trying to finish up this ride. But there we go. There's our Log Flume. It's done. As long as the test works out, at least. So let's go ahead and watch this test. Nothing too crazy. Doesn't look like, honestly, the speed gets up very high on that. But it looks like it is a decent ride, so let's speed through the rest of it, and then we'll see what our results look like. 4.4 excitement rating, 3.2 fear, 2.01 nausea. I'll take it. All right, let's get our paths all worked out here, and then we'll get the ride opened up, and we'll do some housekeeping and wrap things up here. All right. Looks like we're opened up. Good to go. Our park guests, let's see, we're at 359. They're starting to flow in a little bit more. I think opening this Log Flume should help a bit. And there's our guests kind of making their way over. So we'll let them ride the ride and then see if we can get a feel for what they think about it. Again, our park goal is more about the shops and the facilities, getting profit off of those, but I really don't think that we're going to be able to do much of that unless we've got some good rides going here. All right, so we've got some guests coming back in. Most of the thoughts still seem to be just centered around guests wanting to actually try the ride, since it's new. And these people seem to be excited that the toilet block is free. Alright, I'm not getting really much helpful information by looking at the thoughts there, but I'm sure that it's going to do its job just fine. Here we can see we did make a profit on the shops and facilities in May, but since then have been back in the red. And we're still just teetering under zero here. That is a lot of trash. we're going to have to take care of that, especially with all these new guests coming in. That Log Flume has brought in a whole bunch of guests. We're now up to 475. So, I didn't realize we don't have any handymen or janitors. So let's throw a few of them in there. They'll start cleaning out the litter bins. If we need to, we can put some more litter bins throughout the park as well. But hopefully these guys cleaning these out will take care of the trash. So I think that the exit of the Log Flume would be a good spot for another facility. Although I would prefer it be a souvenir shop. Looks like we don't have any leisure buildings right now. No information buildings. So our only option is still gift shops. And all we've got still is the hat's fantastic. We've already got one of those. We can always put another one if that's all that we end up having. But for now, I'd like to have a variety. And I don't really want to put milkshakes at the end of the ride. At least not at the moment. So let's go and look at our research and see what's going on here. So it doesn't look like we research anything unless we actually go in and manually do it. So since we're going to be wanting facilities the most, I'm going to go in and just start researching some of these. I think probably the first one I want to do is these loony balloons. And then maybe the small attractions. We'll see what those are. And then I think we'll go with an ATM machine. Not sure how often guests use ATM machines in this game. I know in Roller Coaster Tycoon, it takes them quite a while before they need the ATM, but I'm not sure about this game. Could be different. Didn't realize that you need to go research things individually in this game, so we'll get that taken care of. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this one. We'll get back into it in the next one and see if we can get these shops going a little bit better next time. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.